It appears that Mark Ruffalo is in talks with Marvel Studios Disney to make an appearance in She-Hulk. And I have more information on that discussion right after the intro. Back to News of Science, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. And today we're going to be talking about Mark Ruffalo supposedly making an appearance in She-Hulk. And I gotta say, aside from that theory, it's extremely vital that Mark Ruffalo, aka Bruce Banner the Hulk, makes an appearance in Disney Plus's She-Hulk because he plays an important role to the She-Hulk's creation. And I'll explain that in a bit, right after I read this article from Superhero Hype, brought to you by a Jake Abitz. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, sorry about that. Anyways, it says here, Mark Ruffalo in talks to guest star on Disney Plus's She-Hulk series. Bruce Banner's future was left up in the air after Avengers Endgame hit theaters. Even Mark Ruffalo wasn't sure if he would be back. However, this was before Marvel announced plans to develop a She-Hulk series last summer. Fans subsequently began requesting that Ruffalo show up to help bring Bruce's cousin, Jennifer Walters, in the MCU. Now Ruffalo himself is offering more assurance that he'll be tagging along for the ride. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Ruffalo confirmed his potential She-Hulk involvement while appearing at C2E2 this past weekend. Ruffalo cautioned that the discussions he's currently having with Marvel are only preliminary, but since he's one of the MCU's heavy hitters, it's hard to imagine going forward without him. Mark Ruffalo on board the She-Hulk series only makes sense, especially for the longtime Marvel fans. Jennifer Walters made her comic book debut in the pages of Savage She-Hulk #1 back in 1980. Bruce saved Jennifer's life with an emergency blood transfusion. Unfortunately, since Bruce has the Hulk's gamma-radiated blood running through his veins, the procedure had some unintended consequences. With this, Jennifer was reborn as Marvel's newest green-skinned superheroine. There have been several takes on She-Hulk over the decades, but the most popular incarnation is when Jennifer fully controls her She-Hulk side and continues to work as a lawyer. There haven't been many She-Hulk updates since Rick and Morty's Jessica Gao signed on as head writer back in November. While Gao and her team are crafting the story arc for the first season, Marvel is presumably looking at actresses to play the title character. However, we can already rule out two names from the list of possibilities. There's been a persisting rumor that the studio wants an Alison Brie type to play Jennifer. Regardless, Brie herself recently said that Marvel hasn't contacted her yet. And despite finding her way into a few castings, Stephanie Beatriz also said she couldn't play the role because it would conflict with her Brooklyn Nine-Nine filming schedule. She-Hulk is reportedly targeting a 2022 release date on Disney+. So are you excited to see Mark Ruffalo make an appearance on Marvel's She-Hulk? You let me know down in the comment section below. So that's pretty much everything that there is to talk about this She-Hulk update. Like it was mentioned in the article, it only makes sense for Bruce Banner to make an appearance in the She-Hulk series due to the fact that Bruce Banner was a contributing factor to She-Hulk's manifestation because of the emergency blood transfusion that had taken place in the comics. Just like the Marvel fans know, it only makes sense to get Mark Ruffalo on board. And I think Mark Ruffalo himself really enjoys playing the character as Bruce Banner the Hulk, and it would only make sense for him to make an appearance as a supporting character this time around. So what do you think about the She-Hulk series? How do you think it's going to start off? And will we see the popular She-Hulk working as a lawyer in her She-Hulk form for the most part of the show? I definitely want to see that, but of course, first with the manifestation of the She-Hulk, where she becomes the She-Hulk, she's going to be very, out of control and crazy. And I think Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner needs to be able to play a vital role to pretty much keep Jennifer Walters under control and how to control the form. Because as we learned from Endgame, Bruce Banner had already learned how to control the Hulk form. And it's just pretty much practice, as he explained in Endgame, where he spent about 18 months in the Gamma Lab. Maybe him and the Hulk, who develops a persona, were able to work something out. And now he has the best of both worlds. And perhaps Bruce Banner can pass those teachings on to Jennifer Walters, where Jennifer can utilize both aspects of, herself, of course, meaning, her brains and her lawyer skills, and She-Hulk, her strength, basically. So lawyer by day, superhero by day as well, I guess, or whatever time. I mean, it sounds very familiar where, you know, Daredevil's lawyer by day, vigilante by night. So it's really cool that we're going to be getting a She-Hulk series regardless. And as far as who's going to play her, I have no idea. So I guess we can rule out Allison Brie and Stephanie Beatriz, because the last video I did about She-Hulk was Allison Brie possibly being the She-Hulk, because Marvel did say that they wanted an Allison Brie type actress to play the role. So anyways, that's pretty much my update on She-Hulk. Let me know, guys, what are your thoughts on Mark Ruffalo possibly making an appearance in the series, and how much of a role will he play in the She-Hulk series? Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. As always, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click on bell notifications so you all don't miss anything. Check out my live streams. I do it 5 times a week: Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m., with the exception of Sundays from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So anyways, guys, as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.